Hello everyone. Welcome to Hallie Explore by Haley. If you travel to Vietnam, especially the lush, water-woven region of the Mekong Delta in the south, you'll quickly encounter a dish that sizzles, delights, and lingers in memory, the beloved bánh xèo. Literally the sizzling cake, its name mimics the xèo of batter meeting a hot pan. In this journey, I'll take you on a journey, first through its history and origins, then into its cultural meaning and regional life, then deep into its ingredients, flavor, and eating joy, so that when you land in Vietnam, you will crave this pancake. Wrap it in crisp grains and enjoy it as locals do. The tale of bánh xèo begins with a swirl of rice flour batter, a hiss of hot oil, and the ingenuity of everyday Vietnamese people. Although the exact moment of its birth remains elusive, most culinary historians agree that its roots lie in central Vietnam, around the time of the Tay Son uprising. In those days, rice was precious, cooking fuel less abundant, and local farmers and laborers needed a quick, affordable, filling meal. Some sources suggest that bánh xèo replaced rice meals on the 2nd and 16th days of the lunar month for rural people, because it was easier to carry, cook, and eaten. The onomatopoeic name is meaningful. Bánh means cake or baked thing, and xèo imitates the sizzling sound of batter on a hot skillet. There are even theories that the pancake draws influence from the cuisine of the ancient Campa civilization, or perhaps from South Indian crepe-type dishes arriving via trade. Over time, the batter, the hot pan, the filling, the herbs, these simple roots have grown into a national favorite. Bánh xèo is, in many ways, a dish of the people. Because it started as a common, modest food for workers and farmers, it carries a cultural resonance of home-cooked comfort, shared meals, and the local community. For many Vietnamese families, it's not the formal restaurant dish, but the street stall or home kitchen dish that brings people together. In the Mekong Delta and southern Vietnam, bánh xèo becomes a form of communal eating, large pancakes meant to be shared, wrapped in fresh greens, dipped in sauce, eaten together with friends or family. In this sense, it carries the spirit of conviviality. For local people, especially in the South, it is a symbol of abundance. The batter may include coconut milk, turmeric, more generous fillings of pork belly, prawns, reflecting the richer agricultural bounty. The very act of wrapping the hot pancake in lettuce or herbs, dipping into the sauce, choosing combinations of flavors and textures, speaks to the Vietnamese love of balance, fresh versus fried, crunchy versus tender, hot versus cool. In urban Vietnam today, bánh xèo also stands for their street food identity. Walk down a sidewalk in Ho Chi Minh City, and you'll see skillets hissing, sellers flipping pancakes, customers gathering round. It is both everyday and special. The fact that celebrities like South Korean actor Kim Bum have publicly declared their love for bánh xèo, he posted about it after visiting Vietnam, shows how it's becoming part of the cultural and touristic food map. So when you eat a bánh xèo, you're not just tasting rice flour and shrimp, you're tasting history, community, culture, and Vietnamese hospitality. Now, the delicious part. What is bánh xèo? And how to describe it so irresistibly that your mouth waters? The batter. At its core, the pancake is made of rice flour, water, often some coconut milk, especially in the South, and importantly a dusting of turmeric powder, which gives it that golden yellow hue. The turmeric not only colors, but adds a faint warm earthiness. The batter is spread thinly in a very hot pan so that the edges crisp up, while the center may remain slightly tender. The fillings. Depending on region, but typical fillings include succulent prawns, shrimp, slices of pork belly or pork, dry mung beans or sprouted mung beans, bean sprouts, and sliced green onions. For example, one recipe lists pork belly, shrimp, yellow onion, bean sprouts. In the Mekong Delta version, you might find more generous fillings, prawns plus pork belly plus fried onions or mushrooms, even inner parts of coconut tree, in some localities, giving more surprise and richness. The herbs and accompaniment. Bánh xèo is never eaten alone. It comes with a basket or plate of fresh lettuce, Thai basil, mint, perilla leaves, cucumber slices, pickled carrots, and daikon sometimes. You take a slice of the crispy pancake, place it or wrap it In lettuce or rice paper, add herbs, then dip into the sauce. The herbs add freshness, the lettuce adds crispness and coolness, the pancake adds hot fried flavor. The combination is delightful. The sauce. The dipping sauce is central, typically fish sauce diluted with water, lime or lemon juice, sugar, garlic, chilies, balancing salty, sweet, sour, spicy. It bridges the fried pancake's richness and the fresh greens. As one source says, this sauce bridges the crepe's crispiness, the filling's umami, and the herb's freshness, a harmony that defines Vietnamese culinary philosophy. The texture and flavor. Picture this. You lift the pancake, the edge crackles and cracks softly. You fold or tear a piece, wrap in a crisp lettuce leaf with a sprig of mint and basil. You dip into the sauce, instant hot crispy mouthfeel, followed by juicy shrimp, tender pork, crisp bean sprouts, the herbaceous coolness, then the sweet sour salty sauce hitting your tongue. The turmeric gives a faint warmth and golden color. The coconut milk, in southern versions, gives a subtle creaminess. The frying gives crunch. It's vibrant, layered, playful, but deeply comforting. Why you'll want it? Because it appeals to so many senses. The crack of crispiness, the hot steam, the fresh cool greens, the vibrant color, the communal experience of wrapping and dipping, the smoky pan aroma. It's fun, interactive, and utterly delicious. One writer says it is like a better, crispier version of the French crepe. In Vietnam, bánh xèo changes its size, fillings, and character depending on region. Central Vietnam. Here the pancakes tend to be smaller, sometimes palm-sized, the fillings more modest, shrimp, a little pork, bean sprouts, because of fewer resources historically. The color may be lighter, ivory to pale yellow, because less turmeric or coconut milk. The sauce may include fermented shrimp paste in some areas. South Vietnam/Mekong Delta. Here you'll find the large, generously filled pancakes, huge diameter, some say pizza-sized, bright yellow from turmeric and coconut milk, stacked fillings of pork belly, prawns, mushrooms, or local ingredients. You'll wrap generously in greens and eat family style. As for where beyond Vietnam, the dish, or close variations, has traveled. In Cambodia it appears as bánh xèo. In Thailand you'll find a version called Conam Byung Yuan. Even in Europe, restaurants in Portugal serve bánh xèo-inspired dishes. So if you live outside Vietnam, you may already find it in Vietnamese restaurants in many major cities globally. But nothing beats eating it in the homeland, fresh off the sizzling pan by a street stall in the Mekong Delta. Today, bánh xèo has layered meanings for the Vietnamese. On one level it is comfort food, a taste of childhood or family meals. On another it is identity, a national dish that travelers seek, a street food emblem of Vietnam's vibrant culinary scene. When you visit the Mekong Delta or Ho Chi Minh City and sit by a busy roadside pancake stall, you're part of a tradition of people gathering to share good food and good company. For local people in the Mekong Delta, the pancake signals celebration of abundance. The land yields prawns, pork, vegetables, coconut milk. The hot sizzling sound and crispy edges echo the joy of a good meal. It's casual, unpretentious, but deeply satisfying. For travelers, it offers authenticity, a dish you can share, wrap, dip, taste herbs, feel textures, you participate, you engage. The moment you